Ladies and
Sorry about
gentlemen,
that. Jeremy
tonight,
got a little
fighting out of
distracted
the
by
blue
words.
corner this evening.
This crowd
He
is going nuts
stands
behind us
5
at the moment,
feet,
folks.
9 inches
Yeah.
tall.
Got me
He
a little
weighs in at
tongue-tied.
155.2 pounds. Fighting out of Wright City, Missouri, Delonte Blanks.
Oh, that is a
His
scary
opponent
stare
tonight,
from Blanks.
Fighting from across the cage out of the red corner this evening. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. He weighs in at 152.8 pounds. Fighting out of New Athens, Illinois, Staten Odell.
Very machine-like stare from Odell, too. This is going to be an intense fight.
We will see now what the weight cut here has, as Staten Odell did not cut weight to make the maximum of 155 here. Delonte Banks looks huge for a lightweight.
Yeah, he looks very big in the upper body.
Straight away comes out, both throwing leg kicks.
Good motion from both guys right off the bat, though. Good head movement. Both trying to unload some kicks. Both looking very technical at this point.
Oh, big shot there from Banks, chopping out the leg of Odell.
That was just power. I mean, that was power off the block and swarmed him right into a rear naked choke threat. Looks a little high, though.
Odell trying to get out of this position, turning his body here, pressing Banks up against the cage, trying to fight those hands off.
Odell doesn't need to grab that leg like he did. He needs to shuck him off. He needs to slice his elbow through, reaching back and grabbing that leg, pulling him into you is only going to put more weight on you.
Oh, he has given up the back here. A very tight position coming from Banks.
That's tight. Oh, that's deep. Big, strong guy. Oh, looks like he freed the hands, though, Jeremy, so now it's loosened.
Odell trying to fight the hands here to save himself in this position.
Still fighting the hands. That was not a tap. He's finding his range, still trying to fight that grip, fight those hands.
Referee Mark Wassam is right on top of the action here. Odell doing a great job here fighting the hands of Banks. That is what is saving him so far in this position. But this is an extremely bad spot here as we are halfway through round one.
Yeah, all it's going to take is one thing to slip into place right now for Delonte Banks, and this fight could be over with one squeeze, but Odell not giving it to him, making him work for every centimeter he's got to get here in this position.
The thing that does Odell well here is they are both relatively dry. Not a lot of sweat built up yet.
No, 1,000% correct, Jeremy. You can use that sweat to shift your forearm, shift your bicep underneath the throat.
Odell still surviving here, fighting those hands of Banks.
Needs to find a way to get his hips a little higher, and he might be able to actually scoot out and come out on top of this position right about there. It was getting close. Banks was a little lazy with his hips, let him sag. And now Odell on top. Let's see if he can do anything with this position, or if Delonte has anything to offer from his back.
Now, with the way that the rules changes have been, they have been talking about more 10-8 rounds. Odell spent nearly the entire round, except for basically the last 30 seconds, with Banks on his back. If he survives here the next 20 seconds, does this end up a 10-8 round?
You know, I think it's hard to give a 10-8 just because there was nothing damaging. Yeah, he threatened him most of the round, but he's on his back now. Right there, he just ate 4 or 5 hammer fists. Yeah, did he probably lose the round? Yeah, but I think a 10-8, little dramatic.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Now, if he could have finished that round on his back, there's the argument to be made, but gave up some shots. Now, here's where a big factor comes into play. First fight for Delonte Banks, going into the second round. How tired are your arms from trying to squeeze a rear naked choke an entire first round?
And as we see here, Shamrock vet Arian Zekti in his corner. Again, they are trying to keep those arms, get the blood flowing in them as we go to our instant replay here. Delonte Banks does a great job of controlling the back here of Staten Odell. But Odell fighting those hands is what saved him that entire time.
Yes, it did. Stayed calm. Hey, that's experience. He's got fights. He's been in here before. He's probably trained a little bit longer. That was just experience, okay? Not panicking. Do what you need to do. I was impressed right off the bat. That big power of Blanks, though, with that kick. Jeez.
never gonna slow down. We were shining like lighters in the dark in the middle of a rock show. We were doing it right. We were coming alive.
Let's see how it works. Did Delonte Banks blow his arms out? Here we go. Again, trying for that kick that set Odell on the ground the first round. This time Odell misses.
Yeah, let's see if he's made those adjustments. Spinning attempt. Ooh, ate the body a little bit.
That's the Taekwondo background there of Staten Odell. But now we see the wrestling push here coming from Delonte Banks.
Delonte doesn't need to push too hard because he could push himself potentially into this guillotine attempt.
Odell trying to lock up that standing guillotine in this position. Drops down to both knees. He's being very heavy on the neck here of Banks.
Yep, he needs to make Banks work for this, and now he's got his back. The complete opposite of the first round.
Odell trying to maintain that top pressure, looking to get to mount.
Good pressure on top from Staten Odell. Didn't give him an inch, hip pressured in, really smothered him and made Blanks succeed this mount.
Quick issue with the glove there.
Yeah, it looked like Odell was trying to trigger, or I'm sorry, signal to the referee. Might have had an obstruction in his glove, so might be popping out. Either way, definitely worth the referee taking a look at. They're going to hack out whatever the problem is.
Again, this happens if the gloves, basically, if they have some issues with them, they can stop the contest, get back into it. It's fighter safety that matters at that point.
Yeah, you can't have a loose glove tearing somebody up in the eye or even being pulled to where it can interfere with your grappling. Fix the problem.
Nice scramble there coming out of Banks to get back to his feet.
Very, very good. He bucked, puts himself right back into this potential mount, though. Got a little sloppy in the clinch.
Under 1 minute remaining here in the second round. Much different Staten Odell here in the second round. He's winning the scrambles to again end up in mount.
Yes, he is. He is all over him this round, not giving him an inch to breathe.
This crowd is absolutely going bonkers behind us as we are down to 30 seconds remaining in round two.
Yeah, they're going crazy, but pretty much for the wrong reasons. They want somebody to unload, but unfortunately, Banks is getting just smothered right now.
This is a much different Staten Odell than we saw in round one.
Yes, it is. Maybe a possible...
Odell potentially working for an armbar. Nice move there from Banks. Again, Odell pulls the arm.
Threw that armbar out of nowhere.
Banks does a good job here, though, of stepping over that armbar.
And crowds him. Looks like he's going to finish the round on top. Nice wrist control right in front of us.
This was a big round for Staten Odell, finishing on top and finishing landing punches.
Yes, it was.
Under 10 seconds remaining here in round two. This goes into the third round, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely on my card, it's 1-1. Again, we can talk the potential of a 10-8 in the beginning, but if it's 10-9 to 10-9, this third round, who wants it more?
I got it a round apiece. I think that first one for a 10-8 was hard to argue. I got this 1 round apiece. This is the deep waters, Jeremy. Who wants this more? Who's going to come out this third round and take this fight? It's got to be taken wisely, though. Both fighters have shown whenever they get a little bit reckless, that's where they'll give up bad position. Whether that's in the stand-up getting your leg chopped or whether that's from the feet pulling somebody on top of you in a mount.
As we get ready to go to our instant replay here, we see Staten Odell, again, working that position, tries to sneak out that quick armbar. A lot of good transitions out of Odell here in the second round.
Very. Yep. A lot of very, very smooth transitions, also a lot of pressure. Even when he would lose position by trying something maybe a little too much, he would scramble out and get right back to where he needed to be.
This fight is definitely up for grabs. Third and final round. Jeremy Johnson alongside my partner Ryan Sutton live here from Lumiere Third Place Casinos. Third round, here we go. Banks takes the center of the cage.
Yes, he does. His hands are high, looks good. Both guys look like fatigue is not a factor at this point. Sharp, ready to try to steal this third round.
As we said, cardio so important in this game. Both fighters not breathing hard, ready to come out here for this third round.
Yeah, both in phenomenal shape.
Another heavy-handed shot from Odell. That rocked Banks.
That hurt him. A spin into a shot, that hurt him.
Odell swarming.
And just like I said the first one, you don't want to reach and hook that leg like there. That's only going to bring him tighter into you. He needs to bail on that leg and try to scramble up. That's twice in a row that Odell has came out at the beginning of the round and swarmed Blanks with a spinning attack to get the center back, hurt him, and then use that to advance in these grappling situations.
It's almost as if the flashiness of the kick put kind of Banks on his heels, which gave Odell the ability then to sneak in that shot.
It 100% did. The spin and the flash is effective if you can use it and threaten someone wisely. If you're just throwing it to show it, guys are going to eat you up all day long. But if you throw it with a lot of conviction, a lot of commitment, they have to respect that. He made a big, strong guy respect that spin attack, put him on his heels, and now he's on his back eating shots.
Odell here working from half guard. It's almost impossible to finish that potential guillotine from this position that Banks is trying to get on the bottom. It just does not work if you have the person on top in side control.
Never. Feels like a safe spot. You have their head control, but all you're doing is fatiguing your arm. And now he's looking at a potential crucifix position.
Almost working that scarf lock position. That's an armbar on one side and hands being delivered on the other. Mark Wassum right on top.
That's about
Banks has got to do something. Sneak out the back, try to push his position.
Jeremy, those are short shots, but that's about 30 shots in a row that Blanks just ate in that scarfold crucifixed position.
Again, Odell working, gotten this fight to the ground as we are down to 30 seconds remaining here in the third and final round.
I love it. Look at San Odell trying to finish this. 30 seconds left. He's clearly won this round and still trying to finish this fight. He wants this finish.
Odell wants to finish this contest. He is putting everything he has on this. He is not giving Banks an inch. 10 seconds remaining. Odell is throwing everything at him.
Good heart by Blanks. He does not want to get finished, but man, Odell just all over him that last round.
Odell wanted to make a statement in the judge's eyes to finish that as he comes over, points at Shamrock FC President Jesse Finney.
Ladies and gentlemen, going to the scorecards this evening, your winner by unanimous decision out of the red corner, Stanton Odell!
Stanton Odell taking the win here, moving his record to 2-2 in the world of mixed martial arts.